Hi, my name is Cathy Skipper and I am a menopause midwife. Welcome to my channel, The Alchemy of Menopause. In this video, I'm going to talk about menopause as a time to embrace feminine leadership. Yes, a big subject, but don't worry, this video isn't very long. I'm going to talk about perimenopause as an initiation into natural wise woman leadership. So I think many of you will agree that we're faced today with a world that is in need of some drastic changes in the values that we put out into the world, drastic changes in the way we lead, drastic changes in the way we treat the ecology and nature, drastic changes in the way we treat each other. If we're going to leave a world that is livable healthily to the next generations to come, a lot needs to change. We could say that we're at a turning point. So this for me posed the question, because I work with a lot of women going through perimenopause. And the question is, what is the role of the wise elder woman in this period of the 21st century? And how do we as women prepare for this role? So what if I said to you, we as women, we need to stop worrying about trying to numb out the symptoms of menopause or get rid of them and concentrate on trying to stay young? And what if what we experienced during perimenopause, we used as a way into a deeper journey that will prepare us not just for becoming wise women in our own lives and for ourselves, but for becoming wise feminine leaders. Maybe leaders just in the family or in the community, in the village, or in the greater community, or even in the world. The only other mammals that live for several decades, 3 or 4 decades, so 30 or 40 years after their menopause or when they stop being fertile, are a handful of toothed whales. And studies have shown that these elder female whales provide significant benefit to their pods. Their experience and wisdom that they've accumulated over a lifetime boost the herd's survival rates enormously. These female whales lead using their wisdom because they know the best food sources, the best migratory routes, the safe places for nursing mothers and their young. And they also, and I think this is very interesting, they help guide and protect the younger males from social disputes. So basically, they're the peacemakers. They bring a much needed, wise, elder, feminine energy and leadership to the herd. And that helps the herd survive. Their survival rates are increased. So imagine, just imagine if all the women in the West today stopped buying into this false narrative about perimenopause being a decline and needing to spend millions on trying to stay externally young, or take HRT so we didn't have to go through all this. Isn't this terrible? What if we stopped all that and we went deeply into the real inner journey and worked to reclaim this natural wisdom through inner healing in preparation for becoming natural, wise women leaders? And when I say natural, I mean leading from a place of natural leadership, not from dominance, not from wanting to be on the top, leading with, power with, not power over. So I really liked there's a couple of quotes I want to share on this subject. Eleanor W. Gaydon, an American cultural historian, she said, "There is a growing awareness that we are doomed as a species and a planet unless we have a radical change of consciousness. The re-emergence of the goddess is becoming the symbol and metaphor for this transformation of culture. With the return of the goddess, the new power of the feminine is being expressed in all areas of life." And I would say that part of this inner journey of perimenopause is discovering the goddess within and discovering our own archetypal journeys towards, and it really, the word leadership is wrong, it's towards who we really are by following our archetypal journeys and finding a sense in the feminine. The other quote that I really liked, it comes from the Journal of International Studies. It's an article that was written in 2013. Indigenous and shamanic cultures, including the Maori in New Zealand, the Iroquois Indians, and the Cree women of Canada, believe that the experience of menopause allows them access and entry into the world of shamanism and healing. And I think this is extremely important. This is what I know. I've worked with hundreds of women. I see it. I know it. Women access, if they allow themselves to stop this stupid story about decline and trying to stay young and really dive deep into the feminine psyche, we can access these parts that are available to us at perimenopause because they're part of becoming a wise woman, a wise older woman. And they are different to the parts of ourselves that are educated in the education system, that are acceptable in society. They are, I want to say, shamanic, psychic, deeply intuitive, and deeply feminine. And these are the ways of navigating the world that we need to bring into the world to find a balance in the world that we're in now. So in my work as a menopause midwife, I'm very aware of what some Jungians call the golden shadow. So when I'm working with women, I'm aware of this golden shadow. So what is the golden shadow? It is where our untapped and very submerged potential that we're unaware of because it's in our shadow hides out. So the golden shadow is really, and this is very, very often in women's psyche. So women often have buried over generations their true leadership qualities, their deep strength and power, their inner wisdom. These are all part of them, but they're unaware of it because they've been deeply buried for so many generations. So they're what create this golden shadow. So part of perimenopause isn't making our external faces golden through, I don't know, pumping it up with whatever people do nowadays. It's about finding this golden inner part of ourselves. So what it means is that if menopausal women continue to believe the mainstream and don't do the inner journey to reclaim these shadow parts of themselves, all these generations of women now going through menopause and beyond will not be living their best, most empowered existences. They won't be here consciously aware of what it is to be truly themselves and beyond what society tells women that they are. And I think we can all agree the world needs great, empowered, creative, older women healers, thought leaders, and contributors now more than ever. So let's do it. Let's stop this BS and really do the work that means that we can stand up knowing ourselves, grounded in ourselves, loving ourselves, all of ourselves, and make a difference. Lots of love. If you like this channel, please subscribe, and thank you. Thank you for listening.